and welcome everybody. It's Baron with Baron Presents, and this morning I'm actually going to start a quick start guide. This quick start guide is to show all the new players that have come in since multiplayer on how we can play. I've been playing since October. I have over 850 hours in the game, so I want to give you a few tips and get going, okay? To begin with, okay, down here in the lower left, you can see we're early access and we're at 0.0.0.66G, okay? That is our version. So if you have bugs or anything, make sure you put that version into the game, okay? So now we're going to begin our journey, and it's going to take us to the Citadel. The Citadel is where you start out. You start in a room like this. There's nothing in here you can pick up. Now, throughout the Citadel, however, there are clues to what may be coming in the future, okay? I'm not going to get into specifics because I don't know them. There's no roadmap, but there are clues in here. You'll see things like we already have the sword and the beacon right here and the beacon markers like that. Okay, we can build all kinds of cool stuff that's in here. Over here on your left, you're going to see that there's a mass gold. I've gotten over 65 million gold. I've had 761 deaths. Now, the 761 deaths is because I actually like to use the respawn to get back to the base quick instead of running all the way back sometimes when I'm deep in the mines. So I would say a good 75% of those or more is because of that. You also can see that I've got 3,312 kills, and I've cooked 447 boar. And when you cook boar, you get a leg like that you get to eat. Anyways, to get out of here, what we want to do is go to the door, hit E. It'll open it. And you can run around the Citadel and look around. There are clues to what's going on, but I want to point out like this. This is a heritage plaque. If you open it up, it gives you information. In this case, Citadel is one of the many that has been constructed under the orders of King Themmek. Sorry. His great ambitions require base operations, and so fortresses like this have been constructed all along the borders of Burrotane. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right either, to act as launch pads for the distant missions of Orbound. Themmek is not a dwarf to sit idly by, and so prefers to command from the front lines, sacrificing the grand wealth and comfort of Borantine's capital for a more practical lifestyle, ruling from where he is needed most. Okay, so if you, if you go, why can't I get out of here? Hold on a second. E. Okay, I wasn't able to move my mouse to click it, so you have to click E to close it. Just like to read it, you go here and see normally you have your mouse, but I did something that I lost the mouse. But anyways, there you go. But in order to play, I'm not going to, like I say, I'm not going to go through the Citadel. I was going to go to the founder's page. I'm on the founder page in the middle, 3 from the bottom, but I'm not going to do that. I'll let you find that on your own. It's kind of cool to go through here. But this is where you come to start the game. This is the Citadel Relay Station, okay? This is where we start our games from. You can get new game, multiple player, or load a world from here, okay? You also can load a world if you hit escape. Let me show you. If I hit escape, see I can load from right there. However, this is a big one. You cannot load a game from that for multiplayer. That'll be only single player. So, and we're going to start a single player game here in just a second. But I want to show you that if you hit escape and hit load, it's going to be a single player game here, not a multiplayer. Okay, so you're better off not hitting escape to load anything. Come to the Citadel, unless you're used to it. Come to the Citadel, open up the relay station. Okay, let me close this, and you can start from here. Now, the other thing is, you click a new game or multiplayer. For most of the people that just came, multiplayer is where you're going to play, so you click that. If you're going to host, change the game name server, enter your password if you want to. Adjust this from 2 to 10 players. Now notice that more than 5 players may cause instability. This would be because of your, possibly anyways, this could be, and most prevalently, because of your system not being able to handle that many players, or your internet provider, IP. Upload speed is not very high. And if you have 10 players that are hitting your server that you're hosting, okay, you will end up having to send 10 to 10 people, and your upload speed may not be able to handle that well. They've done a lot. I'm talking about the devs, have done a lot here to be able to stop that and get it so it's very, very, the packets that are going through won't clog everything. Okay, so then you would click host game, create new world, okay, and make it public for friends only. If you play friends only, you have to go into Steam, go to friends list, click on the friend that you want, right click on them, I think it is, if I remember right, and then invite them to the game. I'm going to do a quick video on that sometime soon to show you how to do that. And then they can, when they come to the public servers like this, they can see right here whether or not the game is there. And if it is, then you can click on it and you can actually play, or you can come over here and put the full name in, okay? And remember, they're case sensitive. So you want to be able to click the server name, which was added when we were right here, okay, game server, and it would show up here, okay? So like if you were trying to find Solen's server, you would have to type Solen's server just as you see it here. So, you know, you got to be careful with that, all right? The same with scavengers. Make sure you type a capital S in scavengers. It says it right here, so I'm just being redundant. Anyways, we're not going to do that. We're going to click on new game, okay? Now, oh, hold on. Let me go back. I made a mistake there because I do want to show you one other thing. Might need to report that. Okay. I can't go back. Escape. Okay. Anyways, you hit 3 Brothers Quest. When you go to set up your game world and create a new game, as soon as you hit, say, join, this screen pops up, okay? This is the 3 Brothers Quest that we're playing in multiplayer. So you have standard difficulty, hard difficulty, very hard, peaceful, and easy, okay? I keep it on standard for when I play, except for one thing. I come here and hit advanced mode, and for video purposes, I come up here and add more resources, and I also keep my inventory on death, because with me, using the respawn, which you're going to see when you use the respawn, you'll drop everything, and I don't want to have to run back and pick it up. That's all. That's why I'm coming here. But more importantly is right here, okay? If you find that you have a seed that you really like and you want to play it, you can type it in here, like this one. 11860714225. This is a seed that I just found. I like it. I don't really mind. It doesn't matter to me. This is where you type your seed in, is in your advanced settings. And then over here, if you wanted to play in sandbox mode, you could click this and play it. Although if you go easy, it's almost like that, but you still have the goblins, orcs, and ogres and orc bosses in there. So, but they're not going to be anywhere near as dangerous, and they're not going to be as plentiful. Anyway, so we go to the airship. Click on go to airship. Now we have to actually go to the airship. The airship is down these stairs. I usually jump, but I'm doing this for you. Okay, down the stairs, and you come up to the airship like this. And I'm going to leave this running. I'm not going to cut this video at all. Okay? So now you can see we're departing.
Up we go.
And up we go. And now the hints that I'm talking about, if you look over here, you can see things and that's the hall that I was talking about. Founder's list is right there. That's what those gold speckles are. But you can see things in the Citadel, and a lot of that stuff is hints of what's coming to the world, okay? The devs have not been putting out a roadmap, and they're trying to do things. I don't want to speak for them, but from what I've seen since playing since October, the devs try to do what the community asks for. They are very, very strong in doing that. There's a 7-man team, and they really, really do try to do things that I'm coming in a different area. This is different. Okay. So what's going on here is I had a spot that I really liked, and I think it was way over there, where I had hills and some other stuff. We'll find out when I get to the ground. And I found a really nice place to build a base. I was building it. I was testing some stuff. Oh, I think it was right there. No, it was around someplace. We'll find it. But basically, it was a place where I like. Now, if you look, you can see it looks like a golf course. But those are those are actually holes that go into the ground. One of the tips that I want to give you is when you're mining, you're going to want to mine into a hill, okay? And you can do it from here. You can do it from these things. But when you're in here, you have to be very careful of orcs and goblins coming up and attacking you. So when you're close to that. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm collecting stone, okay? I may collect mushrooms. I'm going to collect these berry bushes. I do not collect the herbs yet, okay? These are herb plants. I do not collect them yet. What we're looking for is things like this, deposits. There's coal deposits. So they started me in a good location, except that I'm above ground. Now, I'm going to show you something. Well, I can't show you because I don't have it built yet. But you do not want to mine these right away. The other things you're going to want to do is, okay, I'm going to get my sword out by hitting number 2. And I'm going to eventually move this, and I'm going to come up and kill this boar. Now, I'm not going to kill boars a lot right now either. But the boar will give us carcass and hide, and we need both of those for it to advance. Now, I was collecting wood, I was collecting stone, mushrooms, and berries. I did not collect the health potions, and I did not collect the boar meat. Those are items that you get when you start the game. You get 3 health potions and 3 boar meat, okay, so that you can survive. Now, I put my boar meat in my hot slot 8, and that's only because I need to eat, and once I've eaten, I ate. So just a play on words. I like ironic stuff like that. That's just me. I hope you don't mind my weirdness when it comes to that, okay? This is a really great place to start. But I want to show you the other thing. Okay, so we're going to run over this direction and pick up wood. We find it on the ground. Okay, stone. Later on, we'll be able to actually mine these big stone that we see, like this one right there, these here, like this on the ground. We'll be able to mine those and get a lot more stone than picking them up off the ground. I'm ignoring these. Normally, I mark these. but I'm ignoring them for right now, and I'm going to ignore the pigs because I don't want to fill up my inventory because I don't have that big of an inventory spot, and I haven't decided where I want my base. I'm grabbing those berries though because we're going to need those. I like it in mushrooms. I haven't found a base yet, so I do not want to. Easiest way to put it is fill up my inventory with boar hide and carcasses. Okay, because you'll fill it up really quick. More important for me to get the wood and the stone as I'm traveling to get my base, find my base. And I want to show you where I'm going to start my base. And I like it like this, and you'll see why, because this is one of the tips I want to give you. And this is a tip that I've actually just learned recently. I never was doing this. I like building on the flat because then I can build out and do things nicely. But I want to take and put my back to a hill. And it's not strategic. Well, it is strategic in a sense, but it's not quite strategically. I haven't figured out if it's going to be beneficial or not. Okay. I'll warn you right now. I will have to see. I do believe in the future we're going to be seeing a lot of. Oops, I didn't want herbs, but I got them anyways. We're going to be seeing orc raids, goblin raids, things like this possibly. If you read through the Discord channel of Overbounds, there's a dev who posts a lot, and his handle is Deathworm. Okay, Deathworm. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, does that add a hint that we might get dragons? I don't know. I haven't asked him that. I should ask him that. But anyways, he hints a lot of what's coming, and he's the one that actually said recently in a post to look around in answer to somebody's question about are we going to get drills and machines that roll around on wheels. He actually said look around the citadel, and there are hints in the game of what's to come. Okay, so he didn't directly say yes or no, but I know by running around the citadel, and if you do also while you're looking around, you'll find that there are drills and machines like this, and the suggestion has been made before, and believe it or not, it was made by me too, okay, to do exactly that, because it would really be nice to have a drill where when I come up to like this hillside right here, which is where I'm going to build my base, and the reason I'm going to build my base is because I want my fortress to be in a mountain side, okay? Anyways, and I've done that in a video earlier. Oh, we're going to get this boar because I'm getting close to where I want to get my base. And we definitely need boar hide. But you can see I get one boar carcass and boar hide, which is why I do not kill them, because we only have 10, 25 spaces, and I'm trying to fill up with wood and stone. You never know if you're going to make it or not. So that fills up quick when you kill a lot of boar. And you want to be at your base before you do that. Okay? So I'm thinking maybe to build my base inside of this location right against this hill. This looks like it might be a good place. And I say that because you got the white caps, so it gets bigger and bigger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run up there, I think. Whoops, let's get that stone. I think I'm going to run up on that to see if it's ideal or not. Well, it's not going to be whether it's ideal or not. I'm going to see whether or not I want to build it there. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to, but I may want to go on the other side of here. There might be a valley in between here and the other mountain. I'm getting all this stuff. Let's go check. Missed him. Well, oh, look at that iron deposit sitting right out there. Don't even need a tether. I'm going to show you how to use your tethers here in a little bit. Okay. No, this backs up right to that mountain. That's perfect. This is perfect place to build it. Especially with this swamp biome in the here. Oh, this is great. So I'm going to come down here to the bottom. Okay. Yep. We're going to come right down here. And this is where I'm going to start my base. It's going to be on the flat of the land. Oh, and it's got an opening right there, too. Okay, good. And I got a coal deposit right there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so we're going to come down here where it's flat, okay? Right about, let's do it right here, okay? We got the back of our mountain so we can build into this mountain, digging it out and everything and putting our fortress, sort of like Lord of the Rings-ish. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get my build hammer, which is in slot 1. I'm going to rearrange all this in a minute, but I'm going to show you what I do. To begin with, we had to build this King's Quest board. You can't go on without doing that. So we're going to build the quest board. I'm just going to set it anywhere, and then I'm going to hit resume. Now what I want to do is, this is what we need to build next, but we're going to do this. We're going to go to Fortress. I'm going to select this guy right here, this little foundation. I want to put it right kind of parallel with this mountain. Although you hit R, this is the grid in which the game plays on. See, if I come out here, no matter where I put it, it's going to be not totally parallel with this mountain. I would love to have it just so that it was like this. But then if I use this on my building, the grid, which is a lot easier to build on because when you're underground, everything will connect correctly. So I'm going to keep it like this. I don't like to build like this, okay, but I'm going to. And I didn't mean to build so many, so I'm going to hit X with my build tool in hand, and I can now delete something. Or if I had my sword in hand and I hit you watch, if I hit the foundation, oh, it's not letting me do it.
Yep.
I guess I need the axe. Okay, a pickaxe, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, you can damage things, but while you have your build tool, you can use X to delete it. Okay, X one more time. If it would needed to repair, it would repair it. X one more time to go to the build. So we're going to go to the build. Now we want these foundations. Notice how much bigger they are, okay? They're taller. And it's like, why use these? Isn't that kind of a waste? Well, the answer to that is yes. However, you have quests in your King's Quest board that requires these. The thing is you're not going to see those quests for quite some time, okay? But I do it. This is a tip. I build off of these because I know what's coming, okay? If you haven't ever played, you don't know what's coming, so that may not be you wouldn't realize it, know it. So this is one of the best, tips I can give you. All right. So now that we have this, I can hit X again. Sorry, I had the hiccups. Delete him, and it's going to require me to build it again. But I can build it where I want to, and I want it in this corner like that. But here's the important part right here. You notice that my fortress, there's a tip. So I want to build more of these foundations. I have my build hammer. If I hit the middle mouse button, this is all, it all says it down below. If you use the middle mouse button, it can rotate and yaw, but it also duplicates the item you're pointing at. Okay, I'm just trying to clean this up a little bit. There we go. So now we have the beginning of our fortress into the hill. And I'm going to show you in a bit why this is important, all right? Now, the first thing you want to do is come to the King's Quest board to see what kind of quests we have, okay? So we want to build strong foundations. What we're going to be building is this tool station. You can click this button right here next to there. You can just barely see a square there, and those squares will track the
We must
quests
keep
for you here
going.
on the right. Now, if you notice, finest dwarven lumber, I already have 294 of the required 100 to complete that quest. And the reason is because as I was coming here, I was picking up wood and stone. There's another one in here. Let's go back to the King's Quest board, E.
Welcome.
Okay. If you look, we need 20 coal. We need 30 this. Uh-oh. Being attacked.
Dig deep and hold.
I think. Nope, that must be yeah, it's a boar. Okay. I heard the footsteps, and usually that means there's a boar, another player, or orcs and goblins. So that's why I went to my sword. Anyways, we were talking about
How
stone.
can I help you?
You need stone see, it requires 30 soft stone for this. That's what we were picking up. So for our smelter quest, we definitely need those. Okay. I know I'm going to complete this one. I'm not going to put that in there. I want this one, and I want the coal one. You only can have 4 at a time. You can do them however you want. The wood is nice to have. The coal and iron are good to remind you, and it's like the iron ingots and manual smelter is good. We'll be getting those anyways. But now what we need to do is go to our build tool again. Okay. Come over here to the beginning right here, crafting. And this is where we get our tool station and we can hit build. See, we need 20 wood and 20 foundations for that. Now I'm going to line him up like this. I want to put oh, wait a second. Is that where I want on it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to put it right here. Okay. I'm hemming and hawing here because I want to try to build something nice. That's all. Now we have the stone. We have this quest. We can come over here like this and go E.
How may I help
Okay.
you?
Or you can do this.
Farewell,
We
my
can do
friend.
J and get into there. But I think when you have a completed quest, complete at the King's Quest board. So you have to come here E
How
to
can
do
I
that.
help you?
Okay. But if you just want to look at what you've got, you hit J, and here you can go through, and we can actually track our items like that, or our quests like that. Okay. Now we have to complete this quest line, so we have to get all this stuff in here before these will unlock. And the whole thing about wood and stone comes in dwarven construction. There's a bunch of dwarven construction quests that you do with wood and stone, and that's why I collected so much wood and stone as I was traveling here. Okay, so now we have to build a couple other things, but I'm going to add onto my foundation platform here. Okay, now you notice I use my middle mouse button to rotate these because I don't want them to look like this. I want it to, okay, that's my OCD, and yeah, so we're gonna do this. Just like, oops, like that, okay? Now we can hit X to get rid of that one if we wanted to. And we'll go like this, and I'll put another one here, another one here, because I'm going to bury it in like that. Okay? Now, the reason I did that is because I need to build some, let's go to tab. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to come in here now. Sorry, I thought I did this. But, okay, what I want to show you, right here, we need an axe, and stone pickaxe, a felling axe, okay? So we're going to actually make those right now. And I always make these. This is why I gather the stone and wood too. It requires 10 wood and 10 stone to make your pickaxe. So I click it and then craft. Do not make the navigator yet because we'll get that in a bit. Okay? I'm going to craft a shovel. I'm going to craft a stone felling axe. So now I have all of that. And you just heard that ping. That's because now I actually have finest dwarven lumber done.
Welcome.
That was because I picked up all that wood to begin with, because finest dwarven lumber requires 100 wood. Okay? And that gives us that 4 navigators that I told you don't try to build or craft because we get one. If you're in multiplayer, you may want to wait to finish that quest until you get all the players in the multiplayer that you want, because then once you complete that quest, they all will get a navigator, and they won't have to build it. So, and it requires 20 rubies, and those rubies aren't hard. Ruby ore, it's not hard to find, but it can be a pain. Now, the reason I did this, now if we hit Q, okay, what's going on? Tab, that's weird. I gotta check that. I was hitting Q in the beginning, and now I'm hitting Tab. I gotta check that. That might be an issue. Okay. Anyways, I like to put things in a specific order in my hotbar, because when I started playing, I started it that way, and so I like to keep it in there. So what I'm going to do at this point is, okay, I'm going to take my pickaxe, and I'm going to drag it, drop where my sword is, replacing my sword. I'm going to take my sword and place it into the 1 slot. But this time I'm going to hold the shift key down and hit 1, and it does it. Okay? Now, as you look, if you look at it says about the steel sword, and does, a fine dwarven weapon to slice up goblins, 25 damage. And it only does 25 damage, and goblins are anywhere from 75 and up, okay? Usually they're like 100, 125 at the most, if I remember right. Anyways, drag to the hotbar to equip, or you can hold the shift and hotbar key to equip. So if I hold shift down and press 1, it placed the sword in number 1 slot, okay? So I'm going to go with this. I'm on the build hammer, even though it shows the sword. That was weird. Okay. I'm going to go 0, and I'm putting in my 0 slot. I want my shovel in 4. I want my felling axe in 3. Okay. Now, I want this in 7. Oh, I put it in 8 by accident. But I really want my boar meat in 8, like I said before, because if you eat, once you eat, you already ate. So I put it in 8, play in words. 7, there we go. And that's all I'm putting in, except for here. I want this in 5, which will bring my beacon compass, okay? And I put that in 9. There we go. All right. So now that that's done, let's get rid of that noise. I can't stand that background noise like that. That's done, okay? So we need to find iron ore and coal ore. Let me get rid of this one quest real quick, okay? Because that's out of order. I want to get rid of this one. There we go. And then get it. So it's on the bottom. And then I can also do that one. Can I put another one on? Oh, already missed that. So I got 4 of them. Because we're going to find coal, and we got to find iron ore. The way we do that is we hit 5, and this is why I like to build here. Okay, because if I run up here, see, I'm getting a really hot spot here. If I look around, I don't see it yet, but as soon as I get close, there it is. Okay, so I can come back down here, turn around. I know right here is coal ore. So if I get to my pickaxe, I hit it, and there's my coal ore right there, okay? And I can start mining coal ore. Now, it's really hard to see because it's night. In the graphic settings, let me hit escape here, in settings. In the graphic settings, under video, down at the bottom, we have Luma, screen space, and I want to show you the difference, okay? Escape and resume. So now in screen space, it's a little bit clearer and I can see it better, okay? That's screen space. And now if we go escape, settings, and come down and go to standard, it's a little bit brighter, but not by much. But those are the settings you can set to be able to see things. Now I picked up more coal than I need, but I always like to grab more than that. But what the tip is here, I'm inside the mountain and I can walk right out. if you were digging coal and you were going down like this, you're going to have to make a hole like this to get out. What happens is when you're running around looking for other things, you end up falling into those holes. So that's why I like, this is my new thing. I actually like to build on the side of a hill like this so I can dig straight in and I have to worry about running like this and not seeing the hole and fall in. Okay. But I've completed the coal ore. So let's go like this.
Welcome.
E, complete that and see what we get. There it is. I'm going to get 100 coal. I'm going to get more wool torches and I'm going to get 350 gold. Okay.
Dig
Now,
deep and hole.
so that's good. If I hit my tab key, I open it up, I have 900 gold. I still have a bunch of slots, and I got 126 copper now. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same thing with 5. But now I want to switch to iron. How do we do that? Right-click, and you're going to get this. Okay, the reason we don't have copper, gold, or anything, we have to research these. But we don't have to research coal, stone, wood, or iron. So I want to do iron, and there it is right there, right behind me. Look at this. Isn't this great? So I can actually go like this, too, and start digging in here to get my iron. And there it is. Perfect. Okay. Now, the other thing I used to do, so if I'm out here, and I know I've got my base here and I want to clean this out for my base and I've got iron right there, I can go to 4 to my shovel, go to X, and see it right down there? That's the level that we're going to start digging at. And I can actually dig, and as you can see, it's going to be perpendicular to my, well, to my fort base that I'm building. And I can clear out all the gold in here, okay? Or not gold, because there's no gold. I can clear out all the iron that I find, okay, which is right here. So let's go back to our pickaxe and grab that. It's easier to mine it with pickaxe, but I wanted to show you this shovel because if we turn around and look, this is almost equal to where my base is. Okay, now let's say that, okay, I dug down too far. If you just get your shovel, you notice green, and it brings it back up to level. Okay, just like that. I'm not going to do the rest of that because I want to continue mining. Now I'm going to come here and fill this in, just like so. Okay, but yeah, I can go X, and so I can dig into this mountain, just like this. Yeah, I could have done this ahead of time, but I wanted to show you as I will go along. And if I mess up and I go down too far, what's nice if I do it like this, see how I have grass there? But if I dig out, see the grass is gone. And all I actually have to do is come in here and get my build tool, get my middle mouse button, go like this. And it looks pretty instead of grass. Oops, that one's not right. X. Get rid of it. Right click, go back. Middle mouse click, grab what you want. Go like this. Just like that. Okay. You can also use your pickaxe. And now that I got a pickaxe, I'm clearing out this and I accidentally hit this and you can see right now it's damaged. So now if I go to 0, hit X, that's going to delete it. X one more time, it'll repair it. And now it's at 200. It repairs it. Okay? Wanted to show you that, but we want to go in here and get our iron, which is all right here, so we're all set. Okay? Got it above us and below us. Now the bad part here is I know it's above me, but I can't climb up any higher. Well, we could actually use our wooden platforms to build scaffolding, but I'm going to actually go from above. I know where it is, so I can get on the mountain and dig down. And as I dig down, I can, or I can climb up. Either way, I dig up. I'm done with that, but we're going to get rid of this. I know it's here, so I might as well do it. And I want to be able to build some good stuff. So you can start like this and start building not stairs, your way up the other floor, just like I did. So now, as you look, I have it right here's my hole. See, it comes out like this, but I'm digging up into the hillside, and I won't fall in there. And yeah, if you ask Mama Four, somebody I play a lot with, you'll understand what I'm talking about. When you're running around trying to collect things and you fall in a hole because you dug it to find this ore. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee right now. Okay, so that's done. We got our coal and we got our iron done.
Welcome.
So we're gonna get 500 coin for that. Okay, that's complete now. So now I can come down here and click the last item we need right there. Escape.
We must
Okay.
keep
Sorry.
going.
1. So what do we got to do now? Well, powering dwarving industry, we need to do a research station and King's Market, and that's exactly what we need to do next, because without the research station, we can't do anything. So I'm going to put the research station right here. So you go to your build tool. Mine's in 0. Uh-oh. Now notice what's happening here. I'm getting that red screen out, and it's and he's going to say something here.
Had one blast gale.
He's hungry, so we're going to go to 8 to eat,
Aye.
and I'm going to eat my boar, and it brought me up to about 50%. I hit tab, I can eat my mushrooms, and it's bringing it up to, I'm going to finish them, all of them that I had. It's bringing it up to 66%, and I can start eating berries that I collected, and it's going to bring it up even more. We're going to fix this in a bit, because there's something that I do that makes it quick and easy. Okay? There we go. Now, this is taking longer because I'm explaining things. Normally, it wouldn't take this long. And I want to go to 0. Okay? And so we come in here. I want my research station, which is right here in the first tab. This is our crafting, and there's a research station, and you click build. And because I got the ore, I can build it. And there our research station is. Now over here, I want to put our market right behind us, just like this, okay? So our market is going to be right there. Boom, boom, just like that, right? We have this, our research station and market. The reason I have our market is exactly for this, because I have items in, oops, all right, I put them in a chest.
We will
Hold
meet
on.
again.
Oh no, that was the other game. Sorry. I play so many games I forget what I'm doing. But in here we can buy things, okay? We can buy our potions if we want them. You can buy the runestone, but that costs 40,000 gold. And I have a whole whopping 1,400. Oh, and don't get confused. You see here Dwarven Valuables, and you see the gold coin, and it says 0, but I have 1,014 or 1,400 gold. This is for the bank, not what's in your inventory, okay? That's the difference. And we'll get to that a little bit later as we play along. Anywho, so we know we can dig it out and go like this. We've got our market. Now in our research, if we come in here,
Welcome.
well, first off,
Farewell, my friend.
okay, let's go back and get our quest,
Welcome.
take that quest that we just got, okay? Right there, we completed that. That's another 500 gold. So now I have 1,900 gold, okay? But our next thing is we need to have 1 manual smelter and make 25 iron ingots, okay? So in order to do that, we
How
have to
can I
come in
help?
here, and it pops right up. The very first item that we need to get our manual smelter is right there, okay? So you just click unlock. Just like that. And now,
Dig deep and
if I press
hold.
my build button, you'll see I've got a smelter. Now, the issue with that is I do not like my smelters to be anywhere near my building, okay? So we got to put more foundations down. So we're going to go to Fortress and click here. I'm going to use these large they look large. They really aren't. This is a 1x1 stone, and I'm gonna build out like this, okay? And this is where we're gonna put our smelters out here. It's so much nicer if the grid was in line with this hill, but it's not. Oh well, no big deal. Okay. I think that's good enough for now. So I want to build my smelters way over here. And there is method to my madness. And I'm going to start right here. But in order to build my smelters, I want to do this, okay? I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, I already collected all the wood, so I could do that. Again, like I say, I do that because I know I'm going to be doing this. So I do that. But what I do is I, here to the right there, click, and I want a smelter. So now I have to go back to crafting, click the manual smelter, and I can say build. Okay? And I want to put it right under there just like that. I want to go down the line and do as many of these as I can. I collected coal, I can see, and that's all I can do because I'm out of stone. I only have 5 stone left, and each smelter requires 30 stone, okay? But I was able to build 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, I do 8 of them because the first 4 are going to be for iron smelting, and the next 4 will be for coal smelting, okay? That's why I do this. So we need to open this up, E. We need to select an iron ingot. We're going to put our 28 and all of our coal in there, okay? We need more iron. Where can I get iron? Well, I can come right over here like this. Jump into where I was at. Go to 5. I know I'm right where it is and see it all right here. So all I have to do is click 2. Let's get this one that I missed down here. Wherever it is. Where is it? Where is it? No, it's right here. I don't think that's it. Let's go 5 and see. Yep, there it was right there. Got it. Now we can come back up here and get these. Where'd it go? Okay. I'm building like a spiral to go around and get this. I've kind of got myself a little mine here. Okay. That I'm slowly digging up the hill. This, to me, works so much better than it used to. Now I'm almost to the top up here. And coming out again. I don't want to break through there if I don't have to. So when you see the green, you know you're getting close to this top of the see, the green says we're getting close to the surface, and I don't want to do that. Okay, I can't find any more, so a 5. And I know it's here, but where is it? Okay, it's right there in front of us, right here. 2. Let's go find it. There it is. And we're gonna go like this. Now, ore tends to be in an arc form. Arc. Let's see, is there more in front of us? I thought there was. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay. There, right there, we'll get him, and then we can turn this way and get it. So it curves. They curve in a slight arc, so that's how you can follow them. That's how I used to follow them before the navigator showed us that stuff. Okay. All right, so we got more ore, and we need to smelt it. So move up. Can't get that one. Can I get it now? Yep. So we got a lot more ore. I'm going to leave the rest of this for another day. As far as that goes, okay, let me come down here, and I'm going to come out, And I'm going to go throw this in the smelter so we can make our ingots. Add that to it. Let it cook. Okay.
I'm gonna mute.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had an interruption there for a second. And what we need to do now, if you look, is I need the 25 ingots, which I should have right here now. I got 55 of them. See? Done. Now the next one, I need to build a blacksmith and a wooden bed. I also need 100 coal and put one portable drill down. So we want to run back to our King's Quest board, grab it,
Welcome.
and we're going to complete that quest. That gives me another 500. Now we have to do this one. But
Farewell, my
as you
friend.
notice, if I go to build, the blacksmith is right here in the beginning because it's part of the beginning quest, but I don't have it. So how can I build it? Well, we have to come over here to the research station, go E, and we have to click on Automation 2. In order to get to Automation 2, we need 10 iron ingots, which we just made 25, so we'll have it. But we also need to have 1,500 gold. I do have that now, so I can unlock it. By unlocking that, okay, we get the portable drills, which is coming up in the next quest line, and we also get the blacksmith, okay?
We will meet
And
again.
the blacksmith allows us to build a bunch of things. But what we're going to do here is we're going to build a blacksmith, and I do not have enough soft stone, and I do not have enough coal. So we got to go get soft stone and coal. Well, we can run around here and grab this soft stone like this, or I know that down here we have an entrance to a, and I was showing you this earlier, we have an entrance to our tunnels right here below where I built the preliminary base. And in here, if I get my pickaxe out, see, we're getting 5 whenever we pick up a stone. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, plus 5. So we're getting 13 stone when I just do this. So I can rack up my stone a lot faster, okay? And just remember, you have to be careful because in here you may, and we want this ruby ore too, by the way. That comes later. But since it's right here, I'm gonna grab it. Okay, so we can come in here and start gathering stone. We don't have any coal. We already know how to get coal, so that's okay. And
Yep.
this is getting us our stone we need. And I'm being kind of greedy here because I see an entrance down there and I want to go to it. So I'm gonna go get the stone as I go down and pick up the ruby ore because we need 20 of those for another quest later on. Okay, and there's a bunch of it here, and I was not picking it up as I was going. I can get this on the way out though. Okay, I want to run down and see what's down here. And see, it's getting really darker down here, just like it did in my tunnel. I stopped because I thought I heard somebody walking besides me, and that usually means we have somebody coming at us. Okay, so if I get down here, I can see right off the bat that there's a couple, that looks like stone. That might be coal or iron back there. So this is a good starting place, but I'm get that in the next quick start, the continuing episode, okay? So I'm gonna come back up here and grab this, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna get our stone. I'm surprised I wasn't attacked by orcs or goblins. That's okay. I don't mind not being attacked. So where I'm located on this hill, it makes it really nice because not only can I come in and grab the stuff like this, okay, and get some of the other items that I need, like this ore, and I'm surprised I didn't see shards here. Oh well. No big deal. Here we are. And as you can see, we're not that far away from our base, which makes it good. And right here is a coal deposit. But I'm not going to touch it with my axe. Do not use your pickaxe on those coal deposits. And I'll explain why in a bit. Okay? Yeah, I know it's tempting, but we know, and with the navigators the way they are, we know it's a lot easier just to do this. Okay? I hit 5. I select coal. And I know it's in here because I found it already. I don't know where it is, though. I don't see it.
Hello.
Okay, sorry for the interruption again, guys, but that was important. And I'm going to have to make a video on it. But anyway, so we're looking for the coal that I already mined. And it should be around here someplace, and I can't find it in the hole. So, let's see. Oh, nope, can't find it here.
Yep.
Let's get out. If I can find my way out.
Yep.
Never can find my... Okay, we're going to dig our way out. I hate to do this where I'm at. We'll figure out what it is. I'll just go straight out like this. See, we're up there. And see, the good thing is if you're running around like this, you're not going to fall into it. So let's get our 5 out again, and let's see where this coal is. Not that direction, so let's go left and right. Closer. Oh, back. So it's got to be down. There we go. There it is. And I can come down to this little one right here. Go to 2. See, I was right next to it. And why couldn't I find it when I was in there? Now that I found it, I can hit 5. But this is good because I can show you why I build inside on the side of the hill now. Because now I can come in here and get the full ore that I need, which I need 100. We'll get it. Okay. Okay, can't see it, so let's do 5. There it is. 2. Yeah, I was right next to it. There's the hole that I was digging in. Man, that drives me nuts. They know that there's an issue with the navigator, so that could be part of the problem. I don't know if they fixed that yet. Well, I know they didn't because we're still in G, so. I want to go up here. Okay.
Yep.
There it is. We got to get up to it.
Yep.
There we go. Get some more coal. The thing is, I can see how much I need. We're getting there. But the interruption was about multiplayer. And since I'm doing quick start guide, I will explain it. But I can't show you. I will do a video on how to do it later. That might not come out for a day or two because I got real life things going on that I'm going to have to stop for, and I'm not going to be able to make videos. But anyways, what happens is the host, this is a Steam issue, not an Orebound issue, okay? Because Orebound is using Steam Friends and Steam Connection, I guess, to be able to get the multiplayer going. What you have to do is take and go into Steam under settings. Now I forget. But you need to make sure the host, that the clients that are connecting to the host are on the same Steam download server. There it is, way over there. same Steam download server as the host. If not, you will not see the server. So they're using the Steam servers to be able to, when you're hosting, so you have to make sure that the client is on the same server. I will do a video on how you do that because it's kind of complicated. Well, it's not complicated, but it's a little weird. So, we have enough ore. Let's go ahead and get these because I can see them. So might as well get them while I'm at it. There's not very many left, and I don't want to trigger my navigator when I come looking for it. I think that was it right there. Let's check 5. Oh, there's one more. Didn't see it. It's too dark. There we go. I don't have my helmet yet. Now let's bring it back. Some right there. Okay. And let's get out. And this is why I like digging on the side of the mountain, because I can run right out and don't have to worry about falling in a hole. Okay, so now we got that. I need to build a portable drill. I need a blacksmith and a bed. Now I gotta come over here to build the blacksmith. Okay, 0. And I like to put more than one blacksmith up, but I probably won't do that just yet. Now I go to C and make it small. If you look over here to the left, right here, grid size, I went to small because I want to take and place this guy right up here. Come on, get it where I want it, not where you want it. Okay, and I want to place him, trying to get it so that's right there, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build another one, and I'm going to put him in the exact same spot over top of the other one, just like that. And then I'm going to build all 8 of them down here, just like I did that. But we don't need to do that in this episode. So now I need to build my wooden bed, and I like my wooden bed away from everything, so I'll put it right here. We need to go to Fortress, and there's your furniture, and there's your bed, and you click here, and you go like that. Okay, so that one's done. With that being done, we can come in and select it. It's going to give us what we need is this iron copper and this iron cogs. This will allow us to make 2 of those portable drills. So we'll complete that. Okay. Then what we want to do is come over here to where I knew where I found the coal. There's some right up here. We'll do this one right there. Okay. And I'm going to left click and I'm going to go to machines now. And right there's our portable. And look at that. It sits right on it. I can go like this. E. I can add. I'm going to only add 1. By doing this, I hold the shift key down and right click. And you notice I add 1 coal here. And I toggle it. And it automatically runs. If this was iron, I'd have to put more than that in there. Okay. And I'm going to come down right now. Go to the King's Quest board. And get this complete. And now, if you look, everything is unlocked. And remember, I was telling you that I laid the foundations in the original video, in the start of the video. Yeah, the original one. I'm still in the same video. I just got interrupted a few times. Anyways, right here, if you go to Dwarven Construction, if we look, we've got 61, and we needed only 10. Down here, we needed 25. Okay, so that's why I did that. In the next episode, I'm going to show you how I can make a whole lot of money really quick. And we're going to start working through. And see, this is why I was getting that ruby ore that I told you about. I need to get some iron now. And I get this, and I can complete the first one, the first quest in the mining section, that it's time to mine. So it's going to, this is what we're going to have to do, is start going through these. And now I can complete this because I needed 4 of them. I built 5, so I can complete that and get 1,000 coins, just like that. Didn't even have to build them because they were already done. And that's what I try to do ahead of time. Okay, we're going to be going through all these, and I'll show you how to do some stuff that's pretty cool. All right, that'll be in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. I hope everybody had a great morning, afternoon, day, evening, night, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. Take care, and we'll catch you on the flip side, everybody. Bye-bye now.
You know, and the stout little guy will help you grow. So don't you fret and stub your toe. You have nothing to fear, 'cause I'm very